8月11日、日本時間10日、米国時間に行われたロサンゼルス、ドジャース対カンザスシティ、ロイヤルズ戦は、ドジャースが6対5で接戦を制した。最近苦しい戦いが続いていたドジャースは、先発タリク・スクーバルが序盤に3点を失い、0対3と追う展開となった。しかし3回、大谷翔平が右中間を破る敵陣二塁打を放って反撃の口火を切ると、続くフレディ、フリーマンの安打で二塁から一気に本塁へ生還。持ち前のスピードで流れを引き寄せた。6回にはマックス・マンシーの走者一掃の二塁打で5対3と逆転。7回に同点とされたものの、その裏、大谷が安打で出塁すると今季久々となる2投に成功。さらにフリーマンの安打で一気に本塁を陥れ、決勝点を奪った。本塁打ではなく、打撃、走塁、判断力で勝利を呼び込んだ大谷。投手復帰へ向けた調整も進む中、その存在感はさらに高まっている。詳しくはこの後の映像でご覧ください。
Geico Ballpark Cam, Royals and Dodgers later on tonight, right here on MLB Network. And Shohei Ohtani went just 1 for 11, 0 extra base hits and 4 strikeouts against the D-backs. You see him warming up here, but at the bat, he's been hot overall, hitting .370, 453 on base, .717 slug, 8 extra base hits, 10 RBIs in his last 12 games overall. When's he going to get back on the mound? That's a question a lot of people are asking. And we'll ask them momentarily to our friend David Vasse, Spectrum Sports and LA reporter, always does a fantastic job on all things Dodgers. David, good to see you. Tarik Skubal making his home debut for the Dodgers tonight. What impressions he already made on the team and the fans?
Well, the first thing that strikes me, just from what guys have told me, is how great of a teammate he is. He said that he would be staring at guys, observing them, going to watch their bullpen sessions. The first day that he got to Wrigley Field last week, he went to watch an Eric Lauer bullpen session. He watched Vesia yesterday in Arizona. So this guy is all in to try to integrate himself with the team, and certainly already has made such a great impression by just being a great teammate, and everybody knows how great of a pitcher he is. What's interesting that I wanted to know about him, two-time Cy Young Award winner, what's he like on start day? Because I still have a lot of PTSD being around Kershaw for the last 15 years. I don't even look at anybody in the eye on start day, but asking Max Muncy last week if Skubal was anywhere close to Kershaw on start day, he said not even close. He's a little more approachable. Tarik told me the day after his start, yeah, you can approach me, teammates can approach me. I personally cannot approach him. I can maybe give him a Shooter McGavin look, but that's it, he said. So he's a great guy. He knows when to lock it in, and everybody in LA is very excited to see what he has tonight against the Royals.
A wary David Vasse is not a sight I want to see. I want you aggressive, getting in every scrum every single time. We just saw Ohtani there warming up a little bit. What's the latest on his return to the mound? How about this rumor of him as an opener once he's back?
Well, think back to last year. There's only 7 weeks left in the season. I'm not sure necessarily an opener, but because of how unique Ohtani is, he can't go to the minor leagues for a rehab assignment. He has to rehab in major league games like he did last year. So if he does come back to pitch this year, he's going to have to do what he did last year, and that's rehab in major league games, similar to last year. So that's the reason why you hear opener. I don't know if I would take it in that literal sense. I think the best way to put it is if his left knee cooperates, and that's still uncertain for him to come back to pitch, he's going to have to rehab in major league games like he did last year.
It's interesting because I'm just the type, when it comes to Ohtani, I want all of it, right? I want 7 strong. I don't just want 3 batters and he's out. But that makes sense to what you're saying. It's just a matter of ramping up and getting up there.
Thank you, John, wherever you may be and however you may be joining us. Welcome to Blue Heaven on Earth, Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers starting a 7-game homestand and a 3-game series against the visiting Kansas City Royals. And it is Tarik Skubal making his Dodger Stadium debut. Walking out to the left field pen to continue his pregame preparations and hoping to help the Dodgers snap out of this little funk that they've been in the last couple of weeks. With that, let's say hello from the broadcast booth. Riding shotgun with the Bulldog, Ora Hershiser and Kirsten Watson. I am Stephen Nelson, and Ora, we've switched up the scenery back home. We switched up the wardrobe. We did away with the dog days of summer polos for the jacket and shirt. Now they got to switch up the vibes and get a win.
Yeah, we've been kind of missing these L's, and we got to find some W's, and especially here at home. With this energy, with Skubal on the mound, his first debut here at home, I'm looking forward to a good game.
We saw him make his Dodger debut in Wrigley Field in Chicago. When you watched that game and you dove into the numbers, what did you take away?
I saw a pitcher that's dominant. I saw a guy who's won 2 Cy Young Award win. And this guy, when he goes out there, you know, you see 2 earned runs, but one was like on a 40-foot chopper off home plate. Okay, 1 run over 6 innings that they actually earned off him. I'll take that anytime. But tonight, what he's going to bring to this Dodger Stadium and to these fans is energy. He's the type of guy that is a competitive individual that wears his emotions on his sleeve. They're going to be able to react to his outs and his strikeouts and to his facial expressions and his exaggerative body movements.
There's been a lot of bad recently for the Dodgers, but gosh, is it good to be home with some good news. Kirsten Watson's going to deliver it.
Yeah, Stephen, lots of good news, and it absolutely feels good to be home. So tonight, as you guys mentioned, Tarik Skubal making his Dodger Stadium debut. His last outing, he threw 6 innings. He was excellent, but Dave Roberts said he felt like he could have gone a little bit deeper into that game. So tonight, there is no leash on him. It is his game, and he can go the distance, hopefully. Then the good news continues. Tomorrow, Blake Snell is returning from the IL. He will have the start. Dave said he feels really good as to where he is at right now. Can get a little deep, but likely will be under kind of that 90 pitch count mark. Then behind him, we hopefully will be seeing the return of Tyler Glass now. So he actually threw in his rehab assignment yesterday, got into that 3rd inning. So Dave said only a couple more weeks for him, and then he should be returning back to the big league team. And we can't forget Shohei Ohtani. So he's at the beginning of his throwing progression, but he has now played catch twice in the last 3 days. So that's all good signs for the group, guys.
Excellent signs. We can't wait to see Hunter Freducia put down some signs for this man. Tarik Skubal in his Unico Field at Dodger Stadium debut. An unfamiliar place, but against a familiar foe in the Kansas City Royals. Ohtani hits one on the screws, right center field. It's going to one-hop off the bottom of the wall. Freducia's going to score easily. Back-to-back doubles to open the 3rd for the Dodgers, who are now on the board.
I thought we were about to see another blast, have that one clear the wall. The power stroke has really started to get hot with Shohei. This one a little off the end of the bat, but hit properly and in the proper position in that gap. This is just what the doctor ordered as far as a little momentum, a little energy in the stadium.
RBI number 72 for Shohei, now a 3-1 ball game. Ready, shoots one the other way. Green light for Shohei. The throw in from Collins is late.
Well, Freddie doing his thing. Great swing in an RBI situation, left on left, uses the opposite field, then smart base running as he sees the play is going to be at the plate, and great scouting by Dino Ebel, knowing the weak arm in left field. He's just a deep shortstop with that throw, but there is no power on that throw coming home. Collins, no arm. Ohtani with wheels gets the 2nd run.
Joey Votto is here, and he's here every week. Is that better? You wanted a new shot of you? Is that better?
It's worse. It's worse, BK.
That is actually you, though. That's Case. That's his face. That's his head. It doesn't match his body, but that's actually you.
It's going to devolve. I can tell over the weeks and months. It's going to get worse.
There
we go.
There it is. There's Indiana Jones as Joey Votto, the professor, in there. All right. So, Joey, you said, I want to say, hey, random questions, not burning questions, things from baseball. You said you were willing to answer. Random, you don't have these, and there's a few from fans. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, we'll see if this is a big dud. We'll have to stay focused next week.
Okay, we'll see.
I'll be in the studio next week, so we can stay focused for an hour and a half.
All right, you ready? Clear your mind. Yeah. All right, clear your mind. Right. Ready? Okay. First question: how do you clear your mind?
Well, that's a good question. So professionally, when I was playing, I cleared my mind from all of the amateur and minor league reps. You're going to accumulate, and that's why I think it's important for players to accumulate a certain amount of reps at the minor league level, because you learn in front of 150 people, in front of 1,500 people, in front of eventually 10 to 15,000 people, how to clear your mind, how to stay focused on the task at hand. And eventually, it's funny, when I was in AAA, I started worrying about that third bowl, the 45,000 people next step. But you learn how to execute on the task through building up. And it's less about clearing your mind and more about refocusing on what you're facing in front of you.
Okay, good. No, I figured you're world class at clearing your mind and focusing. All right. Second question. Briefly, what's the best way to use Shohei Ohtani?
I wish he was playing center field, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I wish he was center field left-handed bat combo. I think that, all the praise we give Pete Crow Armstrong for both his base running and his defense, even if Shohei's 2/3 of that, half of that, we're talking about, the combination of 175 WRC plus. He stole 50 bags that one year. It doesn't have to be that. It could be 30 to 40. We would have an average at minimum defensive outfielder, and he'd have the best arm in the outfield, accurate arm in the outfield, which would hold runners. And I'm fairly certain that the defensive metrics tax that on, probably not that well, but it should tack that on. And I think that would make him the most valuable version of himself, because it would minimize the pitching risk, which is clear. He's missed tons of time throughout the course of his career and had to delay certain things because of pitching. I think playing center field, but that's just me.